Hey everyone, this is Player One and I'm coming to you with some news about the voice actor strike that's going to take place on Friday, October 21st. So SAG-AFTRA, which stands for the Screen Actors Guild American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, has decided to finally make an official strike against the video game industry. In their official notice, they say, "The video game employers we are striking continue to operate under the terms of agreement structured more than 20 years ago for an industry that was only beginning to utilize professional performers. Since then, gamers have evolved to provide increasingly immersive and cinematic experiences that compete with the television and theatrical motion pictures for consumer dollars. It is time for this now mature industry to pay and treat professional performers according to the standards and precedents that our union has established and defended for generations." What they're basically asking for is for bonuses every 2 million copies, stunt pay, because they say actors can damage their voice while screaming for video games. They want a stunt coordinator for motion capturing. They also want the industry to stop hiring non-union workers or not auditioning for small roles. The idea is a lot of times the video game industry will hire non-union artists for union roles, or the other way around. Well, they'll hire a voice actor, they'll give them a contract for a bigger role, and then be like, hey, fill in these other roles on the side without getting paid extra. The video game industry is saying that these actors get paid enough. They make about $100 or more an hour, and anyways, they only represent about 25% of the video game market according to them. So let me put this into perspective so we can make an informed opinion about this. At this point, we've seen video games that are cinematic in nature. Obviously, things like The Last of Us, Uncharted, games like that come into mind where the voice acting plays such a pivotal role in immersing you in what's going on. But beyond that, that's all, let's say, the artistic side of it. That's just what's being produced. Let's talk about what really matters, which are the dollar bills. If we put these two industries into perspective, this idea of comparison between the film industry and the video game industry. In 2015, the film industry made $38 billion worldwide, 11 billion of those in the US. Now, if you compare that to the video game industry, in 2015, in the US alone, the video game industry made $24 billion. That's more than double of what films make in the US. Now, this is a big deal because back-end kickbacks and bonuses are not uncommon. Last year, the Activision CEO got $4 million bonus, and the EA CEO got $1.5 million bonuses. So there's money, and there's money to throw around, which again is one of the reasons why I often say in this channel and many of my videos, don't feel bad for these so-called game industry developers. The industry is making a ridiculous amount of money. I want you to wrap your mind around the idea that they're making more than double than the film industry. We hear about billion-dollar movies all the time, like the Marvel movies or Star Wars movies that are coming out. They do not compare to the amount of money that EA and Activision are making. That's something to think about. With that in mind, thinking about the voice actor perspective, they're really no different than actors in a film role. Yes, their body maybe isn't present, their face isn't present, but nowadays with the more advanced video game motion capture, many times their faces are used, but they don't have the same rights as an actor. I mean, some of these actors that make these films, like these Star Wars films or big name A actors, are making millions of dollars per movie. Not too long ago, we heard about this guy from Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., making over $50 million. So if actors deserve that pay, don't voice actors too? I don't know about you guys, but for me, when I'm playing a video game and I hear very good voice acting, it's exciting for me. It really helps me get immersed in the experience. I can't imagine what it would be like if all those voice actors disappeared. But it's something to think about because it is all about the money. And knowing how these companies work, they pay more to the voice actors, they're going to want to charge us more. Which if we're just looking at the figures for 2015 alone, we see that's completely unnecessary. But that's just my idea. I think it's good that these guys are striking. I would like to see them get maybe more fair pay in line with what the film industry makes. But I'd love to know what you guys think. Is this kind of stupid? Should they just come in since they're just coming in for about a week or a couple days to film or to record their voices? Should they get extra pay? Let me know what you all think, and I hope to hear from you all soon.